welcome to RSC Track and Field Media Day with Point Park head coach Tim Kramer talking about the Point Park men's team. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. Getting right into the men's team. Tell us the makeup of this year's team with the events and how the team is comprised.
This year's team is pretty well-rounded overall from all our event groups. We brought in another strong recruiting class to help us continue the success we've had in the past with other groups. The sprints group is going to be largely, comprised of Daimere, Stephens-Stewart, Daimere Lomax, Darnell, Clemm. That junior class really will be the guys that we're looking for to really step foot on the track for the conference meet and really continue what they did last year. There's some sophomores as well in that group that we're looking to help us out, continue our winning ways. In the throws, we're probably the strongest we've ever been in the throws group this year, with Daniel Jacobs coming back, Jakob Blatnick coming back, and just the development of some of the younger guys with David Atram, and then one of the freshmen, Siobhan Fletcher, coming in, one of our international guys. We're expecting some really big things out of that group. But really all of them, in that group are going to surprise some people where they, in the past, that might not have been our strongest event group. We've been known to be a jumps group in the past, so we're going to be pretty strong in the jumps. We've already got one young man, Collins. He's qualified for indoor nationals in the early part of the indoor season. But that group is going to be pretty strong again. And then our distance group is going to come back with, they're pretty senior heavy with Devin and Trevin Carter, Logan Gonzalez, Doug Kostolansky, John Ziegler, leading a lot of those younger guys that came in last year to kind of lead the way on that group. So pretty well-rounded, I think, overall.
So here we are about to begin the indoor season. So goals of the team, whether it's indoor, outdoor, as we get going here in the spring semester.
Like every year, our goal is to win the RSC for indoor and outdoor, and then to get as many men into the national championship meet for indoor and outdoor as possible. We kind of wipe the slate clean every fall. Put the trophy that we've won in the years past back on the shelf, so to speak, and start over like we haven't won anything, and really just go at it day in and day out with the goal to be at our best on February 18th or April 28th and 29th.
So you've been able to rack up conference championships and build that championship culture. How does that help you throughout the year and in and day out with the practices, like within the workouts? Is it something that is said, that is just sort of there, or how does that spur you on?
It's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. The upperclassmen really set the foundation for us from the beginning of practice in the fall, with letting the incoming freshmen and newcomers know that, hey, this is how we do things here. We're used to being one of the top teams in the RSC. Yes, we have a target on our back, so we've got to learn how to handle that. And we make it tough in practice so we can handle tough adversity when it comes to the championship meet. Really, the goal every year for our freshman class is they don't want to be the group that didn't, continue the tradition that other teams in front of them have started.
So speaking of those RSC meet days, what does it take? We'll talk about the men here. What's it going to take for the men to win at RSC this year?
Like we tell them every year, do what you're supposed to do on paper. Don't try to do more than you're capable of, but don't go in there thinking you can just show up and they're going to hand us a trophy, because we have a lot of good teams in the RSC that are very capable of having a great day and knocking us off. So we really hope to go in there at 100% health and just give our best effort in every event group. And if we do what we're capable of, we feel good about our chances come the end of February 18th.
So we talked about the conference level. What are the expectations and goals, NAI nationals, whether it's individual or team placement?
Last year, we really took a big step forward, qualifying, I think, the most ever athletes to indoor and outdoor nationals on the men's side as a whole. So we want to continue that tradition, getting relays, individuals, and really showing that we are a top 25 team in the national poll this year. We were right on the outskirts of that 26 to 35 range, that receiving votes category last year, for most of the indoor and outdoor season. So we really just want to make sure that our depth and our strength can get us, to that top 25 scoring position at nationals, and put ourselves on the map as a top contender in the NAI every year.
All right, that'll do it for men's track and field here at RSC Media Day. Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, action. All right, we're here with Point Park Men's Track and Field RSC Media Day. We have Daimere, Stephens-Stewart, and Darnell, Clemm. Guys, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
So let's get started. Daimere, what are you looking forward to out of this track and field season upcoming?
I'm just looking forward to pretty much just trying to keep what we've built in the past going, just try and keep that winning culture, and trying to keep building on championships, keep sending people to nationals, just doing what we've been doing best.
And for you, Darnell, what are you looking forward to?
I would just say just competing with the team, really. Last couple of years, we really built a tight bond, so every meet, every time we're together, it's a lot of fun, so I look forward to just keeping that up and winning as much as possible.
So we'll stick with you, Darnell. What is the team working on this time of year, getting into the first indoor meets, and then it's a long spring from indoor to outdoor? What are you working on?
Yeah, right now, I'll say a major thing we're working on is building up is getting as strong as possible. We're in the gym a lot, 2-3 times a week, getting as strong as possible.
Tell us about this men's team. It's been building up. What's kind of the makeup of this team? How's the feeling of the team?
Yeah, we're still a pretty young team. Most of our athletes are, most of our oldest athletes are all juniors, besides Darnell, who is a senior. And we've just been gotten to build that cohesive bond, like he said. We've been with each other for a couple of years. We brought in a lot of young talent. I think we're in a really good place right now as a team.
So concentrated on the RSC part of things, Daimere, what's the key at those meets for the conference, whether it's indoor or outdoor, for Point Park to come out on top?
Honestly, I think we have the talent to be great. I just think it's pinning out there on the track, just doing what we all know we can do, and just competing and trying our hardest out there.
So Darnell, what are some strengths of this year's team? You guys are obviously sprinters and jumpers. Is there a certain area that's strong or weak, or do you have all the areas covered?
I would say we're a heavy sprint group. We're pretty stacked all around, but I would say with indoor 60 all the way to about the 800, we're pretty stacked in everything, and we have top tier athletes pretty much going up to the longer distance all the way to the throws, so we're pretty well rounded.
So with multiple conference championships in a row, indoor and outdoor, what's it like being a part of that tradition day in and day out? And I'll start with you, Daimere. Does it spur you on each and every day to keep up that culture?
Yeah, it really keeps me going because honestly, before I got in here, I've never really won a championship for anything. Never even won a medal in track before I got here. So it's really been keeping me going. Just the fact that we've been able to do so well. I just want to keep going and keep trying to earn as many medals, championships, and honors as we can.
So from where you are, Darnell, as a senior, how do you see things from where you sit on that?
I would say the same thing. Being on the team past couple of years, we have some of the best talent in the conference. So just being with our guys, going against each other, just keep getting better and better every day. Being a senior, it's the last go around, so I just want to push myself as hard as possible to, just do well for the team, with the team, and just enjoy it while I'm here.
So obviously the standard is to win the conference, but let's talk nationally. What are your goals there, whether as individuals or as a team, to get people to nationals or place as a team? Daimere.
So personally, I just want to try and make it in as many events as I can. I think that I'm pretty well rounded in my events and think that I can put it all out there. And I think as a team, we have a lot of talent that we can get to nationals. A lot of the freshmen can get there all the way up to our seniors. So pretty much every level of our team can make it to nationals in some aspect.
Darnell, you got a taste last spring. Talk to us about nationals and the goals.
It's a game changer having that experience. It was a lot of fun. This year, made it as a relay last year. This year, want to make it individually, but also just there was about 7 of us between the men and women. I want to say last year. This year, we won a busload. We won a whole busload. We have the talent to make it, so we're just gonna keep pushing until we do.
All right, thanks a lot, guys, for taking the time. That'll do it for Point Park Men on RSC Track and Field Media Day.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.